Manila. As fire began gutting the top 2 floors of a 4-story mall in Davao City, Mr. Melvin Ga ran back in to see if he could save people still trapped in an office on the top floor. The 33-year-old safety officer at NCCC Mall was part of a team that had evacuated 783 workers and shoppers. But he knew dozens more were still inside a 24-hour call center on the 4th floor of the mall. Instead of staying on the ground, he went up again to try to save more people, said Ms. Thea Padua, the mall's spokesman. Mr. Ga never made it back. He was the 38th victim in one of the worst fires to hit Davao City, hometown of President Rodrigo Duterte. He left behind his wife Rusla and 14-year-old son Ramohon. 37 others, all employees of US-based research company Survey Sampling International, SSI, died in the fire that tore through NCCC Mall at around 9:30 am last Saturday, December 23. The blaze was put out only at 5 p.m. the next day. Mr. Arnold Arino, 28, a store clerk at NCCC Mall, said Mr. Ga had been living a second life after he survived a motorcycle accident in August. He was lucky he escaped with just a hand injury, said Mr. Arino, who had known Mr. Ga for 9 years. I know him to be very generous. If you need something, he won't think twice about helping. If you have a problem, just tell him, he said, adding that Mr. Ga got him promoted from a casual worker to a stock clerk. Mr. Arino had already finished work when the fire broke out at NCCC Mall, but returned to help rescue people. He doesn't think of himself. He just wants to help, said Mr. Arino. President Duterte, whose daughter Sarah is Davao mayor, was in the city for the holidays and he ordered the Justice Department to investigate the fire. Let the truth come out what really happened, said President Duterte, who is a former Davao mayor. The cause of the fire remains unknown. Officials said it started near a furniture store on the 3rd floor. A labor group in Davao claimed that fire alarms and sprinklers were not working during the fire, citing accounts by survivors. But the mall's spokesman said this was not true. We categorically deny the allegations that we do not have enough fire exits, extinguishers, sprinklers, and designated fire escapes, said Ms. Padua. Senior Superintendent Wilberto Rico Neil Quantiu, the Fire Bureau Regional Chief, described the building as an enclosed space with no ventilation. We made holes we looked for ways in. We used ladders just to penetrate the locations as mentioned by colleagues, by employees who shared information that a group of people was in the restroom, near the elevator. I am really very sorry that we failed, he told relatives of the victims during a mass. In his Facebook page, Mr. Ga had pinned a quote that said, "Respect is earned. Honesty is appreciated. Trust is gained, loyalty is returned." Those who knew him said he certainly deserved the respect for his heroic act.